Hey guys, I'm Albert and today I'm going to show you how to assemble your Sierra and get it ready for your first ride. So what we've done is we've already taken it out of the box and removed all the packaging on the bike, and I'll show you how to assemble it. So first of all, what's included in the package? In the package first you get your bike. You will also get the front wheel of the bike, a quick release skewer which you'll have to assemble, the seat post, the charger, the battery, and the pedals. And we've also added a few extra accessories such as front and rear reflectors, wheel reflectors, as well as a headlight and a rear light, which you can assemble, as you wish. And we've also given you tools, so we've given you a 6-tool set, which has everything you need to do all the assembly, as well as a bike wrench. So we are going to start the assembly by putting the seat post in your bike. So it's very easy. You just take your seat post, slide it in your bike. You can adjust it later. And using the Allen key on the tool set, you can tighten up the seat post. Following assembling the seat post, you want to put the handlebar on the stem. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to remove the 4 screws, as shown here, and make sure not to lose the screws and the washers. So you can quickly remove all 4. There we go. So then you want to just take the handlebar and place it in the stem. Make sure that all the cables are out of the way and that you have to place it in the right orientation. There we go. And once it's on, you just put the cover back on. And following that, you want to put the screws one by one back on the stem. You can use the tool or you can quickly slot them in by hand at the beginning, but at the end you'll have to use the tool to tighten them. Okay, so once you do it by hand, center your handlebar. You can adjust it to make sure it's the height and orientation you'd like, and then you can use the Allen key to tighten them up. There, handlebar's nice and tight. So the next step is you can adjust the screen as you wish and tighten it, but that you can do anytime easily. So after having put on the seat post and the handlebar, I am going to put the pedals on the bike. So we will assemble the pedals, and as you can see, the pedals are not the same. There's a left pedal and a right pedal, which we have marked with a little sticker on top. We're going to start with the left pedal, and the left pedal, you have to turn it counterclockwise to assemble it, and the right pedal clockwise. So I'll start with the left pedal, and I will turn it counterclockwise to screw the pedal in. There we go. So once it's in there, you can just tighten it with the wrench. And we'll do the exact same with the right pedal on the other side. So the right pedal has to be turned clockwise. And again, tighten it using the wrench. Now the last step is you'll want to assemble the front wheel on the bike. So to do so, pick up your front wheel. And the first thing you'll have to do is you will have to insert your quick release skewer. So how to insert it? Very easily. First of all, remove the nut at the end. And as you see, you should have 2 springs So take the right spring and take it out and leave the left spring in. And insert the skewer on the left side of the wheel, so that will be the side where you have the disc. So you insert the skewer. You have to ensure that the small side of the spring is facing the bike and the larger side is on the side of the nut. There we go. And then you want to insert your second spring and then just tighten the nut just a few rotations. And once that's in, that's ready to be mounted on your bike. You can just very easily pick up the bike and just slide that in. Once that's in there, you can just appropriately tighten it. Once it's tight, a bit too tight, there you can just quickly just pull down the latch and you lock your bike up. There. Done. Now that the bike is fully assembled, the last step would be to insert the battery in the bike. So how do you do this? You insert the battery using the keys provided. So you just open up the latch. There we go. You remove the cover. And this is where your battery goes. So this is your battery, which you will find external to your bike once you receive it, so you'll have to mount it. So I'll just quickly talk about the battery. It's very easy to charge. You just plug it in the wall here. There'll be a red light on the charger when it's charging, and when it's charged, the light will turn green. This button here is used to power on the bike. So now the bike is off, and once the button is lowered, the battery is on. And a final thing is you can check the charge of your battery either on the computer on the bike or directly on the battery by pressing this button. So as we can see, your new battery will be about 50% charge. But instead of charging it, I'm going to show you how to mount it. So mounting it is very easy. You just want to align the plugs and just press it in. And done. The battery's on your bike. Close it up. Lock it. And now the battery is mounted on your bike. And the bike is already ready to ride. So you can very easily just press the power button on the battery to switch it on. And following that, hold the mode button. Your computer should switch on. And once the computer is on, the bike is ready to go. And you can see the power levels here. Adjust them using the arrows and done. Your bike is powered and it's ready to ride. But before we're done, I'm just going to quickly show you how to assemble the few accessories we've left with your bike. So what I'm going to first of all, I'm going to show you how to assemble the front headlight. So to assemble the front headlight, first you want to make sure that the metal connector is mounted on the headlight. And then you will use this nut provided. And the headlight should be mounted just behind the suspension. So just here, there should be a slot for the nut to go in, and you can tighten that up and mount your light. The headlight is mounted and it's ready to go. You can just press the top buttons and the light works perfectly. Now your rear light, the first thing you'll have to do when you receive your rear light is you'll have to remove the plastic cover from the battery. And to do so, you'll have to open up the rear light. To open up the rear light, you can use the flathead screw. And on the side of the battery, you can just press that in to pop it out. It'll pop out very easily. And as you can see here, you'll have a plastic component which you'll have to remove to activate the batteries. Once you remove the plastic component, the light should be working perfectly fine. And if you have a problem, then you just have to replace the batteries. So the only thing to mount for the rear light is you just have to mount the support. And that can easily be mounted on the back of your bike. There. So it can be mounted on the seat post. And then you just slide in your rear light from the top. You'll hear a click. There. Once it's in there, your lights are now mounted. The last thing you want to assemble is your wheel reflector. And to do so, it's extremely easy. You just need your reflector and you need the plastic nut to attach it. So just place your reflector around one of the spokes and make sure that it's tight around the spoke, and just press the nut in until you hear a click. There. Once you hear a click, it's in there, it's tight, and your reflector is on your bike. So that's pretty much everything from assembling your bike, mounting the battery, and mounting the lights. And I hope you enjoy your ride with your new Sierra, and thank you very much for listening, guys.